Y ahora... Una mujer. Un segundo, voy a devolver esto. ¿Esa sangre estaba ahí antes? No, quizá no. No es necesario. Laboratorio.
It's not something you really want to get comfortable with. That's funny. That's really funny, Julia. What's going on? Am I that transparent? What do you want, Molly? We're friends, right? Yes. Do you think Alpha is real? What makes you... Why would you ask that? I think Ross is trying to tell me something. About Side Alpha? He wants me to go down to the abyss and find it. Crazy, right? You've been down there. I just thought you could talk some sense into me. Ronnie, I'm not at liberty to... I can't talk about that.
En efecto, todos los peces tienen eso. Ya no hay vida. Bueno, lo he dicho, los cangrejos, los vimos cangrejos. Este pez ahora es esto. Les inyectaron ese gel de mierda. ¿No entiendes por qué? ¿Para qué? Que quiero preservar o hacerle algo, no sé. Investigando. Busca más y más, mi mano. Entonces hasta hizo como que me la chupó la mano. No hay nada más aquí. Coño, ¿en serio? Parece rarísimo. Un espejo. Por fin veré un espejo. Mi cámara está bien. Esta imagen es Dios. Por fin hay un espejo. Word. Esta sala ha sido Word solo por eso. Pero... ¿y ahora? Como... no sé. Si no hay nada más... tampoco puedo hacer nada más. Cool. Vaya, por fin pude usar un espejo. Aunque ya sabíamos que era un robot, pero me mola el hecho de saber cómo me veía. ¿Cómo me veo? Aquí no hay nada tampoco. ¿Qué es una cafetería? Sin cabeza no debería poder ver nada. Correcto.
Johan Ross was found dead on the climber this morning. The ARC team went down a couple of days ago, but I see no reason to suspect them playing a part in his death. The climber can't be operated from the abyss, so there was a scheduled retrieval. The climber returned with only the lifeless body of Alpha member Johan Ross. No traces of the ARC team. Cameron, Eames, Lansky, all studying the body inside containment. I'll follow up with whatever they find. Delenda Est. The WoW has been getting more aggressive, pushing all systems to their limits. Ironically, the dead Dr. Johan Ross would be the perfect person to ask why the WoW is making such a big buzz about his passing. After all, the WoW isn't supposed to want anything, and definitely not to mourn people. The system overload affects the staff considerably. Headaches, loss of sleep, unwarranted stress. And it seems to be getting worse. I could use some advice if you can get through. Delenda Est. Things are out of hand. The staff looks like they're about to explode. Every other person walks around with nosebleeds, and the rest keep wiping stains of blood from their eyes to keep them from overflowing. That's to do with the WoW trying to free Ross somehow, for sure. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the body just got up and left. Rally Herber, our dispatcher, has been snooping around asking questions she shouldn't. She says she's going down into the abyss to find Alpha. I can't bring myself to stop her.
Voy a tener una reunión acerca de la reunión. No mucho, por ahí. Vale, aquí en la Power Room entiendo que debería encontrar por lo menos baterías. Me flipa el hecho de que te pierdes encontrar un espejo, así que sigo pensando en mi apariencia. Me robó las pilas. Oh, qué putada, no mames, no quiero. Quiero que volver con esto. Aparte, ¿qué me quieren hacer? ¿Por qué razón matarme? Son un robot igual que yo. Bueno, no lo conseguí, no hay nada más que hacer. ¿Por qué sigo intentando leerlo sin cabeza? ¿Qué tienes cabeza? Ahora la otra pregunta es ¿por qué nadie tiene cabeza? ¿Qué pasa con la cabeza? ¿Querían secretos? ¿Quién sabe que se guardan ahí? Me falta el... No, me falta el patch. El chip. ¿Oh, es malo? No. Robot Repair Bay. Chip de córtex diagnóstico. No entiendo esto. Porque alguien haría esto y ya. Y si no. ¿Llorando? No sé ni puta gracia hacerte daño, amiguito. entendí ni mierda. ¿Me importa? Literalmente nunca has estado ahí. O sea, todo el rato te está saliendo y ahora resulta que importa que rompas la jaula. Wow.
Lock it up!
What's happening?
Lock the door!
It's locked! What's going on?
Managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
We need to assemble your new body with the things you collected. Just stuff all of it into the suit with the dead body.
This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work. Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. Alright, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the
What are
ark.
you gonna
You'd
rest
really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and then...
And then open them again.
All right. Let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up. We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
¿La onda hasta dónde está llegando? Está aquí. La compensación no la entiendo. Es... No sé qué es la compensación. Pero diría que es por ahí. Ahora necesito una frecuencia muy baja. Tengo muy alta. Así.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat. Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indians thought photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right.
Ah. Me gustó la risa.
Copy completed.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. Two Simons? There can't be two Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Mira puta este juego a la mano. ¿Importará? He matado a todos, todavía activo que soy yo. No sé si afecta el final o lo que sea haber matado a todos esta gente. Me voy a asustar cuando Catherine del este. Cuando ese traje. ¡Ah! Sí, fácil en este sentido. ¿Cómo? ¿No tiene que aguantar la presión este traje? ¿Dónde hay título? Me da la idea. ¿No era por este lado? La diferencia es simplemente el lado, no tiene ningún sentido que me explote, ¿eh? Este traje literalmente... Bueno, si tienes carreras, quizá. Mira mi nuevo traje.
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Take a seat and we'll be off.
It's dumb luck, right? And I woke up in the right body. He's a redundant copy. He'll never experience my journey, the full journey. He wouldn't understand. How could he? I couldn't do it, and you knew it. You were right in trying to hide it from me. Only wish you'd done a better job. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind. Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arms so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Vamos a llegar a primera, 4 minutos, no 2
Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Here. Pero no puedo agarrarla. ¿Tengo que ir sin ella?
It's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. I think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes, but generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Es lo que me
It's
está
kind of like a
preguntando.
movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
No estoy viendo nada por la presión. Estoy a 300 atmósferas.
You did it! You did it! I will make preparations.
Oh, good, you're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
It spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was gonna kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Centímetros por
Looks like we're
segundo.
closing in on the ocean floor.
Good, not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the other you has been here. We're following your little footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps,
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for town and find that arc.
Claro, es que también tenemos el tiempo, creo. Literalmente estamos a 4000 metros por debajo del nivel de la mar. Una profundidad de casi 1000 atmósferas, o sea... Una profundidad, no, una presión. No veo nada por la profundidad. Vente cerca de las luces. Aquí no hay manera de despresurizar una mierda, o sea, literal. Una mierda. Yo no veo nada, por favor, alguien que me enfoque la puta cámara.
Tao? Come in, Tao. Please answer, Tao. Nothing. It's dead.
En Torrens. No hay nadie que conozca la profundidad del mar. O sea, la profundidad, el fondo. No tenemos herramientas que lleguen tan abajo. Herramientas no materiales.
Jesus, did you see that? Stick to the lamplights. They won't go near them.
I can't, Valglasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Sarang. He'll know what to do.
Raj, you can tell them yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
Glass! We lost the path! We need to go back!
I know where to go. Come on.
Entiendo la decisión esta de dejarme sin poder ver. Peligro. ¿Qué peligro hay aquí? Que no tenga que ver con esto. Misterio resuelto. Está a 525 metros, pero ya no hay más luces. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Un tiburón poco común se acercaba al señor luminoso, a dar vuelta alrededor para comerse el calamar seco. Es improbable que frecuente esta profundidad, una anomalía. Un ataque frenético ha destrozado la aguja azul. En cuanto encendimos una luz huyó rápidamente. Claramente se trata de otro espécimen afectado por la fuga de gel estructural. Parcialmente cubierta de escamas y una estructura ósea recién formada que sobresale a través del manto. Las criaturas desfiguradas por el gel están desatadas y atacan cualquier cosa. Todavía es difícil determinar cómo WoW afecta su comportamiento más allá de su aparente agresividad y su afinidad por la luz. Las criaturas parecen buscar algo específico, algo que no está presente en este ecosistema. Qué guapo. Pero... ¿qué acá? Y esto no está. ¿Qué carajo tengo que hacer ahora? Que no hay luces. Esto ya es demasiado. Está muy bien hecho, pero coño, que estoy súper asustado. No quiero ver eso. Tío, pues es que ¿para dónde camino? Además... luces. Joder. Qué juego de lo más mierda poner esto, No se ve nada en la profundidad del spa, del océano. Es aterrador. Es sumamente... Uff, me estoy cagando. Es que de verdad, Yo no tengo talasofobia. O sea, tal vez sí. Yo siempre he pensado que voy al mar y estaré con la paranoia de que igual me sale un tiburón en la orilla. No conozco el mar. Este no es el final tampoco.
Tao, can you hear this? Anyone there?
This is Tau. Who is this?
This is Ian Peterson of Theta calling. I got a team with me, and we're about half a kilometer from Tau.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, we're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you got is absolutely rabid.
The storm comes and goes. Instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people. Tao, keep the doors unlocked. We're coming in.
Oh, esto de no ver nada me flipa.